Hiya, Joe. No care. Real talk. Hey, Rob. Ooh, looks like some of that vengeance everybody's talking about finally decided to come by and say hi.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Dwayne McAllister, and this is my 3 cents. Thanks. So on this channel, what we like to do is talk about, I say we like it's more than one person in here, but on this channel, what I like to do is talk about movies. I like to talk about movie reviews, give my input on it, or as I like to say, my 3 cents, and have a conversation with you all about these movies. So I would like to go ahead and talk about that right now, but before we get started, I would like to ask you a favor. As always, if you could just do me a favor and like, comment, subscribe, and share this channel, share this video, just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it is. Just let me know that you're out there. If you like the video, you like the things that I'm saying, let me know if you disagree with what I'm saying, and share it with your friends and family. It will go a very long way in helping me out. I really appreciate that. Thanks. What we're going to talk about today is something a little bit different. So what I usually like to talk about, as I said a second ago, is movies. But I was on TikTok the other day, and there's a couple different accounts on there that I follow that pertain to movies. Specifically, they pertain to horror movies because, as I've said one time before, horror movies are my favorite genre of movies. And that's something that I can talk about in more detail at a later time. But I was looking at one account, and actually, I don't know if this was somebody that I follow or if it was just another account that popped up because I like horror movies. And so, it brought this up. But they brought notice to me for a short on YouTube that just came out a couple days ago, actually, called Joker's Wild. So this was, if you just kind of go for the obvious, this is about the Joker from Batman. And it was pretty wild, man. I would definitely say it was pretty wild. So before I get started, I just want to read a synopsis of what this was all about. And keep in mind, I didn't know anything about this at all until I saw somebody talk about it on TikTok. And apparently when I watched it, I looked at it and it said that it had only came out less than a week beforehand. So this is brand new. So, and I really just, I was trying to decide if I was going to do a video about it or not. And I said, why not? This is what I'm here for. So a quick synopsis on this. This is a short put together to showcase the acting skills of 2 great individuals, which combines a supervillain, which will be the Joker, and a superhero, which will be Robin. A mixture of suspense, horror, dark comedy makes this short artistic and creative in many ways. And, I would definitely have to agree with them on this. So before I get started, just want to do a little bit of, I don't know what the best word is for this. I guess, so just a little bit of information to let people know about this. So there is an actor by the name of David Howard Thornton. If you don't know who David Howard Thornton is, then I'm going to show you right here. This right here is David Howard Thornton. Now, he might or might not be familiar to some of you, but if you're familiar with the Terrifier series, this is the actor that plays as Art the Clown. So if you look right here, you'll see him in character as Art the Clown. I know it's hard to really believe that, this guy plays, well, I mean, he looks like a wholesome dude in the suburbs that just picks up his kids from school and all this crap and everything, which he might be. I don't know. But he plays this character, Art the Clown. And if you haven't seen Terrifier, wow. That is a series that I definitely will be talking about at some point. There are three Terrifier movies out so far, and part 4 is in the works. So I will definitely be talking about Terrifier later on because it's something that's worth talking about. But he played the Joker in Joker's Wild. So this is because I don't want to show too much of it because it's less than 13 minutes long. It's like 12 minutes and 56 seconds or something like that. I looked online to see if there was a trailer of any short, even like a short 20-second trailer or something. I didn't see anything. So just a short. So I don't want to show too much. But this right here is his portrayal of the Joker. And this, I think that this is the best picture that I could find that wouldn't give too much away. Now, I'll admit, looking at this picture, depending on how you see it, and also depending on your childhood and what types of shows you watch growing up, this looks, just this shot and only this shot right here, he looks a little bit goofy. And then he also reminds me of the one character from Big Bad Beetleborgs. It was a show back in the 90s. So if you're my age, then you might remember Big Bad Beetleborgs. If you're a little bit younger than me, then it was a little bit ahead of your time because that came on when I was like in first, second, third grade. I think I would probably have to go look at the dates for that. But yeah, I think that I was in elementary school when that used to come on TV. But right there, it's I think it's open to emotional interpretation because I can definitely see, just looking at just this still shot right here, how he could look very creepy, but at the same time look very goofy too. So there was one really creepy shot. I'm gonna see if I can find that real quick. Just bear with me one quick second while I look for this shot. Okay, I was able to find the shot. And this is the shot right here that I feel personally is pretty creepy. So, you know, it's just, it was creepy. Just this shot right here. And, you know, it's kind of hard to think of where to start with this short. You know, it was, again, it was under 13 minutes long, so it's hard to say too much without giving too much away and everything. So I'll start off by saying, first of all, that this was a very well done short. The fact that they got, and I'm still trying to remember his name, you know, because I'm still somewhat familiar. I'm still somewhat unfamiliar with the actor's name itself, but David Howard Thornton, that's his name, that plays the role of Joker right here. He did a very good job with the Joker. So growing up, I didn't know much about the comic books at all. You know, I never collected comic books or anything like that. I tried to at one point, but it didn't quite work out the way I was hoping for. But I still knew a lot about comic books, or comic book characters, I should say, because, you know, I watched a lot of cartoons, played a lot of video games and stuff. And so, but my knowledge was a little bit stunted. So every time I saw the Joker, it was on Batman animated series, and he was always running around laughing and stuff like that. And just like a goofy character to me, I always wonder, like, why is the Joker such a diabolical arch villain, arch nemesis of Batman's? I don't get it. And even growing up, I just didn't understand Joker's motive at all. And then Christopher Nolan did The Dark Knight, and he made Heath Ledger the Joker. And that really changed my opinion of the Joker. I finally got a chance I feel like I got a chance to understand the motivation that the Joker had. And Heath Ledger did a really good job of just showing how maniacal and diabolical and dark-minded and twisted that the Joker really was. And I think that ever since Heath Ledger did his rendition or his portrayal of the Joker, it feels like everyone since then that has played the Joker has always tried to go deeper into the psyche of the darkness of the Joker and to make them, have a lot more depth than what the Joker ever had before. Take that back. Almost everybody has tried to give the Joker more depth, and it's talking from like a successful standpoint, because Jared Leto's Joker, by far the worst Joker of all time. And I haven't even seen all the Jokers, but that has to be the worst idea for a Joker. Just, this right here did a better job sitting on my wall doing nothing but being creepy. Did a better job than Jared Leto did in a whole movie playing as the Joker. Like, if you want, at this point, if you want a movie to fail, put Jared Leto in it. Like, he's trash. But anyway, David Howard Thornton, he did a good job because he plays Art the Clown, and he's just diabolically twisted in Terrifier. So he already had a little bit of a background in playing a really messed up clown in the head and everything. And to an extent, I don't like that, because even though he did a good job for this short, I feel like almost he's starting to get typecasted. Because let's see, if we go back and look at him and we see how he's set up. So, this is his face. So obviously this right here is obviously a whole different face. So I saw behind the scenes of how they get his makeup done like that. It was a YouTube. I'm sorry, not YouTube. It was an Instagram video, and basically they put a whole face on top of his face. So that's why the shape. And I mean, when you look at it, it's kind of obvious when you see all the contouring and everything. When you look like around his eyes and around his mouth, like you see the ridges and just the great detail, and then also his nose. Obviously, that's not his facial and skeletal structure and everything like that. So yeah, they put a prosthetic face on top of his face. So in doing that, he has practice with full face prosthetics to completely change who he is as a person. And the reason I don't like that is because he seems to be getting typecasted into being that type of character. I hope that that's not true. I hope that he's able to have a career beyond just prosthetic face characters and all that. But he does a good job with it, though. So I can't be fully mad at this because he does a good job. So getting back to Joker's Wild itself, without saying too much about it, in Joker's Wild, Joker has, because in the synopsis that I read earlier, it talked about Robin also. So Joker has kidnapped Robin, and he has him, bound, or I'll say tied up. I was trying to sound a little more clever with my words and stuff, with my vernacular, my lexicon, if you will. But Joker had Robin kidnapped. Well, he kidnapped Robin somehow. They don't show how that happened. It starts off with Joker in the room with Robin. Robin is tied up, and Joker is basically waiting on Batman to come and save Robin, because once again, he wants to fight Batman. No rhyme, no reason. He just wants to fight Batman. He wants to put their battle of wits against each other. The battle of brawn, I guess it is, and just to see who can come out victorious. If he could finally take out Batman, or if Batman will take him out, or whatever. So during this time, Joker is Joker. He likes to play games, and his games tend to consist of pain. And that's all I really say about that, because, it's not that I can't talk about it on here. It's just that I don't want to. I want you to experience it for yourself. But I would definitely recommend checking this out. If you just search for Joker's Wild in YouTube, you'll definitely find this easily. What I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description. And I just really want to know what you all think about this, because man, it's hard to talk about this without giving things away. With this video, what they wanted to do is they wanted to go with a kind of like somewhat modern. It's like it's realistic, but it's not realistic at the same time. You know, that they're really going for like a that's what it is really. They're going for a punk look. It's not overly realistic. If you look at Joker's jacket, you know, he has all this paint and everything all over him, all over the jacket itself. He has these spikes on his shoulders. He has the chain across his tie. So like they're really going for like this punk look and everything. Bring this back here. And they're just really going for a really, really gritty look, and they really do achieve this. The whole time that you're watching this, you're feeling like you're in a very claustrophobic space, and you can't help but just kind of cringe, not because things are bad, because things are going bad, and you just don't know what's about to happen next. You know that there's something messed up in the head of Joker, and you don't know what he's about to do next. And it's just the whole time you're just sitting on pins and needles, waiting to see what Joker's next move is going to be, waiting to see what's the next thing that he's thinking, what's the next action he's going to take, and wondering if and when Batman's going to get there. You want to know what's going to happen with Robin. How much time does he have to spend with the Joker? You know, is he going to, you know, take a lot of damage? Is he going to give the Joker what he wants? Which in actuality, nobody really knows what the Joker wants, but you just really don't know what's going to happen. And then when you see what happens, you kind of like, I can see that happening, but I really didn't expect that to happen. It just kind of hurts. That might be a good way to describe this. It hurts watching this, not because it's bad, and I think I'm like over reiterating that, but it just hurts to watch this. I'll say it's not really for the weak, but it's on YouTube, so it won't get that crazy where you're like, oh, this is deplorable, I can't watch this. This is like watching the most grotesque thing ever. Nowhere near that. But there is a little bit of, I'll say, graphicness to it. And people that know me know that I like things like that. You know, the more graphic, the more grotesque, the more gory and bloody, the better. But that's not the only thing that makes a good project or production or whatever to me. You know, there's the storytelling, there's the acting, there's the emotions, the setting, the mood, all that stuff and everything. And I feel like in this short amount of time, they really touched on all those things. And this is just something that you can experience, because really that's what it is to an extent. I'm not going to say it's the greatest experience ever, but this is an experience that you can have on a lonely night, wondering what's going to be the outcome of this whole scenario. So, you know, with that being said, I'd like to rank this video real quick. And if you would ask me, would I give it a thanks, no thanks, or one good watch? I think that I would give it a thanks. No, this is definitely worth checking out. It's worth watching more than one time. And if you're a DC fan, it's something worth looking into, just to see another story between Batman and the Joker and all that goes into this. If you're a video fan, if someone that just likes content, someone that just likes entertainment, something like this this is something that was very well done, probably on a low budget, because again, it's 13 minutes long, just under, and it's on YouTube. And not to say it was cheap, but you know, it's not a giant production. And also, if you are a content creator yourself, if you are a producer, director, actor, script writer, screenwriter, whatever, I think that this is something that you could actually learn from. You can watch this, break it down, and take from it what you will in order to make your own work better. So I think this works on multiple levels, all the way from the low level, which is entertainment, which is actually what they're striving for. So that's the high level. It's all about perspective. But low level, which is entertainment, all the way to the highest level, which is the production of. So, and everything in between, and plus things either higher than or lower than that I'm not thinking about right now. But it covers all bases, I think, for what it is. And once again, I'll give it a thanks. So with that being said, that was our video for today to discuss. So before I get out of here, I just want to ask one more time, just as always, if you could go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Do all those things for the channel. Let me know, are you going to watch it? Are you not going to watch it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? You know, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know everything. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell your friends about it. Share it with them. And let's get this conversation going. So, but yeah, just go ahead, check it out, share it with your friends, and let me know your opinions of it and everything. And always be sure to come back and check and see my next videos that I have coming up, because as I've said before, there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen, and there's always new movies coming out. I already have something else in mind that I want to talk about that I haven't looked into yet, but I just learned about it yesterday. So that should be interesting right there. So until next time, thanks.